In the Chapter 3 endgame of Radiant Dawn, Nyla and Raphael learn that the Daean forces have been coerced into this conflict because of the Blood Pact. So far, the near-complete lack of knowledge of the Blood Pact and its mechanisms has meant that Daean was powerless to rebel against it, but this changes once Micaiah asks Almeida for information. Almeida knew of the Blood Pact because King Ashnard once used it to ascend to the throne. To do this, Ashnard tricked his father into signing the document, then like an absolute mad lad, activated the curse and repeatedly gambled with his life in the hopes that everyone ahead of him in line for the throne would die before he did. After winning a very large number of coin flips, Ashnard was the only one left, and to end the pact, he killed his father and ended the curse. Almeida then remembers that Ashnard also tore up the document, allowing us to discover the conditions for ending the pact. Almeida previously held this knowledge secret to protect Peleus, who tries to sacrifice himself again, but we soon realize that we can simply kill the other pact maker to fulfill the conditions. With this, Daean finally has a plan to deal with the Blood Pact. However, Micaiah has only now learned this critical information at a very inopportune time. With no means of hunting the senator responsible or finding the pact itself, all she can do is stall for time, so Kurthnaga decides to violate Goldoa's neutrality to step in and prevent Micaiah's forces from being destroyed. We then switch perspectives back to the girl mercenaries, who are flummoxed by Kurthnaga joining Daean and by the fact that they are not privy to his rationale for doing so. In the battle preparations, I dumped pretty much all of my bonus experience into Marcia to get her to her tier 3 promotion. This is a highly story-centric map which features an ominous counter in the upper right, which pulses with a sinister heartbeat. As units are defeated, the number goes up, and several cutscenes are triggered showing the increasing chaos of the battlefield, as well as a growing instability of the medallion holding the Dark God. This map basically does complete itself because the counter progresses quickly from all of the NPC combat on the sides of the map, and every enemy and ally phase takes quite a while to resolve. I focus most of my effort on training Marcia, Sigrun, and Tanith, who all have the Paragon skill equipped. And finally, after many maps of planning, I execute my first triangle attack against some random Daean soldier. As the number on the counter goes up, the heartbeat becomes louder and several characters start hearing voices. And once the number reaches 80, the map immediately ends. Everyone converges to a small building where the medallion is being held, which is becoming unstable due to the bloody conflict going on outside. With the steel on the medallion becoming dangerously close to breaking, our heroes decide to release a Dark God inside the Fire Emblem, with the Galdr of release instead of allowing it to wake up by war, mainly in the hopes that the consequences will be lessened. Soniki tries to sing the Galdr of release, but it doesn't work because she only sang the melody, and Micaiah shows up adding the lyrics, performing the Galdr successfully. But since I played the game with the music volume turned all the way down, I did not hear any of this, and this entire cutscene was just an extended period of awkward silence. For a brief moment, it feels like everything will be fine, but suddenly a gigantic orbital laser fires from the sky, its golden hue instantly enveloping everyone on the battlefield. Ike goes out to survey the situation and finds that all of the warring soldiers have been turned into stone. With this, part 3 ends and we get yet another TV commercial preview for part 4, which are technically spoilers for the next part, but it's all out of context, so you probably won't understand it until you actually play the chapters.